The HOK is the toughest environment, and or at your own risk is the toughest environment. The HOK is the toughest environment. Yeah, stay strong, don't cry. It's the toughest environment. Yeah. No handouts here, you have to earn your respect. And when you do, you make they ass regret. They call it the toughest, and the title is earned from the bridges we crossed and the lessons we learned. In a cold-blooded kingdom, a concrete cage. Muslim, Christian, Israelites, step on the stage. I dare you, I dare you, I dare you, I dare you. In a cold-blooded kingdom, sa.neter created. HOK, where you can't fake it. The HOK is where you fight back. No room for error, no window attack. It's a masterclass, how you handle the heat. Where the pedigree is written on the concrete streets. Toughest environment, yeah, we know the score. Locked in on debate and asking for more. The HOK is the toughest environment. Enter at your own risk is the toughest environment. The HOK is the toughest environment. Stay strong, don't cry. It's the toughest environment. Yeah.
How many charges been upgraded?
This out the way, guys, okay? I'm gonna move the barrier out the way. Excuse me.
I'm not even thinking about the charges. I'm thinking about Al Sharpton and Newsome law using the same justice system that they promised to fight against me. Nice, under the other seat. Joe, grab the water.
Hey man, what you do?
This is a political persecution.
Like, what happened?
It's a political persecution.
What happened?
This is Yusuf Salam and Al Sharpton.
Yusuf Salam?
Yusuf Salam and Al Sharpton not wanting me to get the word out that they're not fighting against police brutality. The Yusuf Salam never said anything about police brutality. I went in front of his office to protest, and they sent people out there.
So what did they say you did?
This is a political persecution, man. Wait. Listen to me. This is how easy it is to arrest someone. Why isn't Letitia James arresting the police officer? Tell the Attorney General to arrest the police officer. Don't grab me hard. Put your hands behind your back. Don't grab me hard, pussy. Because without this badge, you ain't shit. I'm 375. If I didn't want to go, you wouldn't take me. All right? Do me a favor. White shirt. Listen, he's aggressive. I don't want him holding me. He's aggressive, Lord. He's agitating me. Get someone else to hold me. Him. Get that asshole off of me and get someone else to hold me. No. I don't want him anywhere near me. Hey, bro. That's how it works. See how it works? That's how it works. See how it works? Where we at? What do we want? Justice for? Say his name. You can't crush a man's skull as a police officer and expect nothing to happen. You cannot crush a man's skull and expect to get away with it. Tell the Attorney General, no more. No more. A police officer who smashed someone's skull with a puller. The mayor has said it was wrong. The NYPD has said it was wrong. We've been duped into believing that our lives matter in New York.
That's right.
This system, this city, these politicians, these courts have showed us once again that America does not care what happens to black people.
As you can see, I got my man Hawk Wholesome on the line right here with me, live and direct. Peace and blessings to you, brother. How you?
Peace and power, black man. How you feeling?
I'm good, man.
All right.
I would like for you to first start this thing off with tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh man, I'm a servant. I'm a servant of God. You know, I'm a Bible thumping Christian. You know, black Jesus. I'm a servant of God, and I serve my people. And it's not that soft turn the other cheek type of God, type of religion I practice. I'm more from the book of David and Goliath. You understand? Where we got to slay these giants. And here, born and raised in New York, came into Black Lives Matter, kind of fell into it, right? After law school, I fell into it. And then when I was in it for months, they told me it wasn't a place where black men and straight men should be leaders. So I got into it with Black Lives Matter National and started our own Black Lives Matter Greater New York. And that's when we kind of took over in a lot of ways. We became one of the top BLM groups out there. So we here, man. We just here, we fighting, doing what we do as much as possible, trying to help. I believe that New York and black people at large need better leadership, right? We need more servants than kings. So I'm just here to serve my people.
That's what's up, man. I want to take it back a little more. Like, for example, you moved from a legal career in a district attorney office to a radical activist. Do you have any regrets about leaving the inside of the system to fight from the outside?
I never got that question before. I appreciate you asking that question. My whole thing was, I used to play ball in college. Once my hoop dream deflated, it was like, what do I really want to do? I can't imagine doing a life where I'm unhappy, living a life where I'm unhappy. So I said I want to be a lawyer. So what's the fast track to becoming a lawyer? I want to be a criminal defense or corporate lawyer. You go, you get you some experience at the DA's office, you be a paralegal, you go to law school, you come out. Most lawyers you know become DAs because it's the quickest way to get trial experience. Once you get that 3-year commitment filled, you go to a major law firm, right? So I went there before law school, but I was sick to my stomach. One, because I clean up well. You know, I was a suit and tie Negro then, and I'm walking through these halls, pants pleated, and I'm riding around with these cops. I'm going to pick up evidence, and I'm hearing them talking, and I'm looking at them like, yo, you're a real dweeb, and you got these nerds talking about how they beating up our people in the streets. So I'm just riding, looking, laughing, processing, right? And understanding how they think. So working at the prosecutor, and he was the most radical prosecutor at the time, Rob Johnson. Remember, he was the first black prosecutor in New York. And I'm working there, and I'm seeing that even in this office, you know, my parents worshiped him. My parents were activists, but they're not establishment Negroes, but, you know, it's that it ain't grab a gun, go tear stuff up activism. That's not what they believed in. They believed in the democratic process, right? So when I went to work for Rob Johnson, they were super happy. But I'm sitting up in there, and he's a radical DA, right? He denied the death penalty, which is a super stance because he stood up against Pataki and against Giuliani. So this was a radical black district attorney, but in his office, these crackers looked at us all like we was criminals, right? So I never forget, bro. I walked into one of their office and I seen a picture of my friend's brother, right? I saw a picture of my friend's brother, and I'm like, Vince Aguero. His name was Matthew Vince Aguero, Italian dude, sweetest white boy you ever want to meet, just a little goofy, happy dude. And I'm like, why is his picture up? He said, because I was about to throw out his case, and he took a 1-3. So wait, you was about to throw out a case, and you let this man take a 1-3? Things like that started adding up. Then they was like, every time you see somebody you know, you got to come and bring the file and say, hey, I know this person, I can't work this case. This was happening every other week. So you got these nerd cops.
Yes, I got you.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right. you got these nerd cops bragging about beating us up. You got these prosecutors who look at us all like criminals. And then the last straw for me, what made me feel like a sellout, was I lived 2 blocks from the Bronx court. And I used to come home. Now I'm fresh out of college. I'm a nigga.
Right.
I go home, I smoke a blunt, I put on my hoodie, and I walk my Rottweiler. So I'm walking my Rottweiler in the hood, and I see my colleagues, the DAs I work with every day. And I'm like, hey, what's up? Oh, my God. Scared to death. And they're like, I thought you were, you thought I was one of them niggas. I am one of them niggas. I just put on a suit, you know what I mean? I just put on a suit and come and work with you. So it got to a point where I felt like a big sellout. And I was like, yo, you know what? If I'm gonna sell out, then I'm going corporate. And that's when I went to Wilson Elsa, which is a insurance defense law firm. So I left there before I went to law school.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's powerful. You talked about your parents. How did they feel when you made your transition to being an activist? Because I know, Mama and Pops be like, son, what are you doing?
Yo.
What are you doing? You gonna mess up your career?
Yeah, like what?
Yeah, talk about that for a minute.
So, my pops and them, they used to make some moves on behalf of the people.
Yeah.
My mother used to go to Panther meetings at the Black Theater.
Wow.
Right? And they met during a rally. My father was leading a protest at Roosevelt High School because they fought for an African American studies class, and then they gave the job to a white man. And it was like, this is a black job, so they let her walk out. So my mother looking out the window, my father leading a protest, and he like, girl, come on downstairs. We protesting. That was my start. Like, I met because of this. You know what I mean? So Pops died right after I graduated.
Damn, sorry to hear that.
Nah, I appreciate you. And Pops was always radical. I'd be sitting up, and he'd be like, his worst enemy was Ronald Reagan. Pop Dukes hated Ronald Reagan. Dad, why you hate Elvis? Because he a racist. He stole black music. You know what I'm saying? My Pops was the type where I was like, you remember Top Gun?
Yeah.
I saw Top Gun. I was like, I'm going to the Air Force. I'm going to fly planes. He said, if you go into that white man's Air Force, you're going to be mopping the deck that the planes take off from. That was my dad, right? So I graduated. Trayvon happened as I was graduating. And I'm looking for a job in the legal field, studying for the bar. I can't find nothing, but that's God. That's for a reason. Eric Garner happens, and now I'm in the street. That cop got acquitted, December 3rd. That was the night that they was putting up the Christmas tree in Rockefeller Center, right? And I went out and I marched for 30 days straight. Then I linked up with some other activists who I look at now as like baby Al Sharptons, but I didn't know radical back then.
Right.
I didn't know establishment back then. It was all a learning curve. And the problem was nobody wanted to show me. Nobody wanted to show me. Everybody wanted to exploit me.
Right.
You understand? Like, hey, just work for me, be a doja. You know what I'm saying? Be a doula. and you learn that way. So I ran around with them for a year. And all I wore, like I was a Brooks Brothers Gucci suit, nigga. You know what I mean? Like I was howdy doody. You know what I'm saying? Like I was shirt and tie. And I got radical, right? Because I saw this system for what it was. And I was marching around for a year, and I had on black jeans and different black sweatshirts and hoodies for a year. My mother like, you lost your mind. You done joined some kind of Black Lives Matter, Black Power cult. Like, right on. Thank you.
Thanks.
So my mom's like, you done joined the cult. Something wrong with you. But it wasn't until I started making moves, until really I started my own BLM chapter, and we started on, we brought Pan-Africanism to the BLM movement. The BLM movement, what I learned was everything but super pro-black. and I was super pro-black.
Right.
And they tried to push me out for that. But I was already fighting with cops, getting beat up by cops, getting arrested. I'm like, I ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I done helped build this up, carry. I ain't going nowhere. So yeah, Mom Dukes thought I lost my mind.
Right. How did seeing the legal system from the inside influence your transition to being an activist?
2 classes in law school changed my life. Constitutional law and criminal law. Criminal law, I had this Jewish teacher named Professor Klein. Super liberal, and he thought everything I said out of my mouth in class was the gospel. Like, he'd just ask me questions. I never saw it like, because I was from 163rd and Sheridan, here in Articulate. So I'm giving this class hell fire, and he loved it. That class, he prosecuted cops. He took a cop case to the Supreme Court. So I used to bang with him. You pause, right? And constitutional law. Professor Kaufman, another white woman who wouldn't teach Bush v. Gore. That was the case where Bush stole Florida. Remember, he stole the election. And she was like, this was not the Supreme Court I know. This is not the Supreme Court. This is just politics. So I'm not teaching this course. She took stances like that. And then all of the cases where, you know how what's black people's favorite thing? I'll fight you to the Supreme Court. I learned in that class that the Supreme Court really ain't on your side.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Damn
and it
right.
didn't just start with Trump. The Supreme Court ain't never really been on our side. They gave us a couple of cases, but they never really banged with us.
Right.
One case that was crazy was Lyons v. LA County. That was the first Eric Garner, George Floyd. Lyons sued the LAPD because they put him in a chokehold. And he went to the Supreme Court. It's unjust, it's this, that, it's blah, blah, blah. Supreme Court threw the case out. Said he had no standing because he couldn't prove that he would suffer that type of damage again. The Supreme Court in the 1980s could have stopped police chokings. We would have never had Eric Garner. We would have never had George Floyd. But they kicked it out. So other cases like what's the St. Louis, the brother on the train, it'll come to me.
St. Louis.
It was just name a famous black 14th Amendment case where they told us we ain't had no legal rights as people.
Did they make a movie about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I forgot the name. I know exactly what you said.
The Supreme Court said that black people had no rights that America or white citizens was bound to respect.
That's right.
Right? So I'm sitting up in here like, oh, y'all really, the Supreme Court ain't with us, ain't nobody with us. But what I also learned in law school was I worked for a venture capitalist firm, right? I'm talking super rich Jews. And I used to sit at this lunch table every day and listen to pitches and be bored out of my mind, right? Because here these people, one of those conversations was Bitcoin. Bro, you know if I'd have just bought $1,000 worth of Bitcoin, where I'd be right now?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But one of those pitches was Bitcoin. But I learned at this table, I just wanted to be rich, a rich lawyer, and even a criminal lawyer where I made a lot of money. But I was like, this ain't me. This money thing, this Wall Street thing, it ain't me. What I care about is my people. That's what my pops put into me. What I cared about was real justice. Now, these courts won't give us true justice, but the best opportunity we have outside of the gun was in the courts. The ballot or the bullet, that's Malcolm X, but he was spot on. You know what I mean? So that's what really kind of pulled me out of this system.
What was the most challenging aspect of working with the prosecutor's office?
Learning that the prosecutors was racist. Because I would go in the offices, like I'm putting these cases together. I was a paralegal. Then I went on to be the community liaison. I was working these cases and I would hear attorneys meeting with their lawyer. We present meeting with their supervisor. So I'm here The supervisor is getting the case presented by the lawyer, and they like, we ain't got nothing. And they'll be like, look at his record. There's something there. What you mean? The lawyer handling the case said
they want to create something.
Throw it out. Create something. That. You understand what I'm saying? Trying to create. Listening to how they talked about us, like 161st. Remember, it used to be the lighthouse there, 161st and Sheridan.
Yep.
Then they built the mall. First movie they showed at the mall was Terminator 2. Remember those days? That was the best thing happening in our hood. We got a movie there and everything. Them racist ass DAs call that Perp Plaza. Like they call everybody perps, like perpetrators of crime, perps. They call it Perp Plaza. At some point, as a black man, you have to realize that you ain't gonna change that system from within. You got to fight that system. Some people might feel that way, and they might be able to make incremental steps, but you got to fight that system to beat that system. America doesn't respect those who capitulate. America respects those with power who goes up against it. So that's why I left.
Wow, that's powerful, man. Did your legal training change how you approach community organizing today?
100%.
How so?
Because a lot of brothers out here don't know what they're talking about. And especially in the days of the internet, you got everybody with these opinions, and we run around listening to unqualified fools, right? So you'll get people who are activists that are powerful. They're not savvy in the law. So when I'm outside making demands and protesting, they're founded in the law. So when Deborah Danner was a 66-year-old schizophrenic black woman who was killed in the Bronx, right? 3 of the cops that was in there said they wouldn't have shot her. The other cop shot her. She had a bat, but she wasn't close to him. He could have did anything. It was a grandmother, but he shot her. So when I'm in front of this...
I went there. I was on the outside doing the interview, and Channel 7 tried to tell me I couldn't do it.
Crazy.
I was like, yo, you crazy. I'm out here on the sidewalk, man. What are you talking about?
Said Sergeant Hugh Barry.
Yeah.
Him. So we stood outside in front of the DA's office for 3 months until they prosecuted them, right? So we out there with the bullhorn every day. Some days we 1 deep, 2 deep. So what? We got our bullhorns. We outside. Pressure. But what's the difference in law school training? When they went up and charged him, it was the exact charges I laid out every day for 3 months. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have a better understanding of the law, so I know what to ask for. Like sometimes they may undercharge somebody, right? A lot of people will be like, we want a murder, and they charge them with a criminally negligent homicide. I know how hard it is to make that murder stick. I'm gonna still say it should be charged if it's a murder, and anybody else would have been charged for that murder. But do I know in my heart the charge that they can make stick is the criminally negligent homicide? Yeah. So I'm gonna push for it, and then we get something under, that's cool. So it's strategy. One thing that I love, like a lot of the kids who we work with, we got a Summer Leadership Institute, 50 to 70 kids a year, we give leadership training, revolutionary training, book training, teach them how to organize, right? Why I push kids towards law school is logical reasoning. They teach you how to arrive at conclusions in a different way than the average person would. You understand? So a lot of people, like, we talked about it. Oh, he came out of nowhere. No, I ain't come out of nowhere. I came out of a business degree. I came out of a law degree. I came out of a DA's office where I saw what was going on firsthand. Why do you think I know how to do this? Why do you think I know how to say things that the press will grab? Why do you think if I really want attention, I go outside and say, we gonna burn this motherfucker down? And then when every news camera, and the salad's over here. Thank you. Salmon's over there. Thank you. You got a Chipotle sauce?
Yeah.
Thank you. So I'm sorry. God is good, God is gracious, and I thank you for this food. Give us our daily bread, amen. It's all about strategy. Like, I ain't come from the blue. I came from a revolutionary father, a radical Democrat mother from business school.
Right.
How does Hawk know how to market things? How does he know how to make things look so the cameras will eat it up? Marketing degree. How does Hawk know how to get these courts and these lawyers, these prosecutors to do what he needs? Or how does he know how to push the right buttons to make things happen legally? Law school. How does he know how to navigate politics? Because the way I made bread was political consulting.
Right.
That's the way we made money. You know what I'm saying?
Powerful, brother.
Right on.
All right. Yeah, all right, brother. In continuation, which mentors or colleagues had the biggest impact on your professional development back then?
Man, it's different people for different reasons, right? I had he was a senior partner. Senior partner, his name was Steve Marcelino. Whitest white man you ever seen, right? Came from nothing. Parents was like plumbers, but he had seven-figure lawyer. And he was a hardcore conservative, right? Like, we used to fight because when Obama was running, I was one of the first people fundraising for Obama. I was one of the first people, like, getting the word out. So we working at the same law firm, and Marcelino wants the Republican to win. I forget who it was, but I remember how much he loved Sarah Palin. You know what I mean? So this was a hardcore white man. And he coached basketball. He coached the Minutemen Athletic Club. And what I would do was, because they had money, I would come and get the kids from the hood and put them on that team. That way they got to play for free. They got to travel trips to Florida and all that. And it was just a space. It was an all-white team. So I bought the black kids. And, of course, they wanted them there because they got wins. But me and him became cool over the coaching. Like, I went in his house, but none of the white lawyers in the whole firm went in his house. Like, we was cool.
Right.
But I knew he had his ways as a Republican white man, right? But he used to give me game. But from that white Republican capitalist perspective, I know that beast, right? I know what Donald Trump is like,
Right.
because I know people just like him. And they gave me the game. So when people talk about being effective in fighting them and knowing where to hit them, I know how they think, bro. You understand what I'm saying? I knew how he took care of business. Anything touched his desk, he was on it. Any fires came out, he put them fires out. He was always on his job, and he was always nurturing relationships. So I sat back. He was a $1 million gorilla in that firm. And I had a front row seat for the time I was in law school and working there. I had a front row seat to see how he operated. But at the same time, I had him. I had Bob Spira, who was a Jewish investment banker who worked for, who had an investment banking firm, his own, on Wall Street. He worked with Carl Icahn. The first time I met him, we were sitting next to each other on a flight. He was going to Cali to buy a mall on behalf of the Italian government. See what I'm saying? And so I learned a lot about this business. I learned a lot about this country, about this world from them, the people who controlled it. Now, when we start talking about black folks who really influenced me, who kind of gave me the game, there's a woman named Bertha Lewis. She used to run Acorn. Remember they took down Acorn?
Yeah.
Bertha constructed Acorn. Bertha was the reason why de Blasio got elected. Bertha she declining in health right now, but that's like that auntie who don't play. She a little too establishment for my liking. You know what I'm saying, with these politicians and things like that. But
Bertha was my OG and showed me how to organize and really called me on my bullshit. I could talk fast and I could sell something.
Right.
And I kind of figure it out later. But she knew like I was working with her, we was partners on the contract, but I was doing my usual 1-2 and she knew what my 1-2 was. You know what I mean? So I learned from some quality people, and the rest I read. Like who my mentor in my head, my hero, Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
How did your coworkers react when you started shifting towards activism?
It's different. When I first became Black Lives Matter, it was cool. Everybody, you know, he's doing the thing, good. But when I really started calling out the white man directly for his harm to our community, when I started calling out black tap dancer and coons who are harming our community, then it got too truthful for them. It made them uncomfortable. Even if they agree with me delivering hardcore truths and really taking a stand, it's like a lot of them backed off of me, right? I remember Donald Trump accused me of being a terrorist, personally, in 2020. I was on a run.
Donald Trump?
Bro.
How did that feel? I know you had to be feeling good about that.
No, it ain't feel good.
What?
Bro.
Donald Trump accused you of being a terrorist?
The President of the United States calls you a terrorist personally. That's Guantanamo Bay. Ain't nobody.
Khalid used to love that,
bro.
When they used to call Khalid all kinds of stuff, he used to love it. He said, "That's an honor. That's an honor
now."
Right.
But in the moment, he's the most powerful man in the world, and he on you.
But see, just by him calling you out like that, that's recognition all over the world, bro. That's why Khalid was loving that. He said, "That's an honor to be, you know." That's an honor for me.
Now, for I'm gonna tell you the truth, right? I'm gonna keep it real with you. When I had a fight with Mayor Adams, right? Mayor Adams sent counterterrorism, helicopters, drones to my block.
Mayor Adams is such a punk,
a coon,
a pussy to me.
Coon.
Yeah,
remember he got indicted? And somebody was like, this ain't a black thing, this a you thing. That was me outside.
Yeah, I was seeing you on the news.
Yeah, so it was like, but in that moment with Trump, bro, I'm gonna tell you, you got low. We went and got us a little house in the cut and strategized. Right? So that was cool. A lot of people was like, you know, they kind of backed off. When Eric Adams, when I went head to head with Eric Adams, when he was taking office, that's when the most people turned on us.
Yeah.
Because he rallied black people, black politicians to come out against him. They didn't come out against me. They didn't come out against me publicly, but they backed off of me privately. You understand? So it's like we'd be at a press conference and everybody, when I start talking, everybody would back away. But they couldn't tell you one lie I was telling. You understand what I'm saying?
But see, it's crazy to me because Eric Adams should know better. They tried to take him out when he was a police officer. Did you know that?
Yeah, nah, I ain't know
They
that.
shot through the back of his car, brother. If you look at the back of his neck, you'll see like a lot of stuff on his neck that won't go away. That's the glass that splashed on him.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, so they shot, and you can look that up.
I ain't know, I will.
When he was a cop, they tried to take his ass out.
Man.
Because remember, he was the CEO of the black law enforcement who care.
Hundreds of black
law enforcement. Hundreds of black
law enforcement. Yeah,
who care. Right. So he was the head, and so you know the blue wall of silence is like, yo, nigga, you ain't gonna be telling on us.
It's us and us.
Like, what the hell you doing? And so, they tried to take him out and act like it was an accident shooting. Man, get out of here.
But
they tried to get you, boy.
Man, listen, I guess he figured you can't beat him, join him. Because he definitely started shining his suit.
Man, that nigga was a butt-licking nigga, boy.
Come on.
God damn.
Come on. So it was, but with him, because they said, it was front page of the Daily News, BLM leader says he's going to burn down the city. When that happened, a lot of people backed off from me. A lot of people. But What did I say? What did I say wrong? I said he's gonna bring back these jump out boys. The ones who jump out, stop and frisk.
Right.
Them. He gonna bring them back.
Yeah.
And they gonna kill somebody. And we gonna riot.
Right.
I gave him a platform. This is the difference between, I don't say me, I ain't comparing. When I go to talk to people, I come with a plan. We gave him a plan on how he could take us into the future. He chose not to do that. He chose to go backward to being like a black Giuliani. My sister called him a bargain basement Giuliani, right? So that's where we had the conflict, and a lot of people backed off on me then. But it's the way the world works. When you up, everybody love you.
Yep.
When you down,
when
stay away.
When you sit back and analyze your life and look at where you at today, do you have any regrets of leaving the office, brother?
Man, listen, my best friend, his name Josh Edwards. He's one of the top entertainment attorneys in the country. Everybody Black Hollywood, he did. All the award shows, everything. This man drives a Porsche. He lives above the Staples Center. He dated some of the finest women, the finest sisters you want to lay eyes on. And we got the same skill set.
Right.
He just went entertainment. But God bless him. He's going to leave a mark on his family. And people will know him. When I leave, I'll have changed the world and made a better place for black people. It's already been done. It's already been done.
So I got to ask you some tough questions.
Go ahead.
What makes you think you're going to be able to change the world when Malcolm couldn't do it?
He did.
Where at?
Look at me. Look at the minds. Look at you.
Yes. All
Look
right.
at the people he impacted.
Good response.
Yeah.
Good response.
So my moment was Eric Garner. Eric Garner pulled me in the street, and I ain't stopped since. And we done seen Eric Garner come, Mike Brown, George Floyd, and everybody
Eric
come
Garner
outside.
is the one that said, I can't
Got
breathe.
choked. Yeah.
Okay, yes, I'm on it.
In Staten Island.
Right.
And everybody be like, we ain't gonna stop till our people are free. I meant it. I never went home. I never went home. I'm here. I'm fighting. I'm fighting.
So the reason I asked you, and I don't think you answered it yet.
Yeah.
Do you have any regrets?
I wouldn't trade my job for, like right now, I wouldn't trade my job for 99.99 jobs in the world. I love what I do. And, we got a school in the Bronx. Like, here's the thing. People talk, but I really walk. I wish black leaders, black people, will hold up a report card or a checklist for black leadership. Oh, people talk about schools. Hawk Newsome and his crew, Black Lives Matter New York, started a school in the Bronx. We're testing better than 80% of the country, not just New York. 80% of the country. We got 70 kids in there. You understand? Now, I'll give you real, our teachers are black and brown. You understand? But 80% of the country in the hood, my hood. You understand? Legislation. I'll tell you a story. You might like this. When George Floyd happened, the second day, we went out to Minnesota to get it popping.
Right.
Because New York was not moving how New York was supposed to move.
Right.
And I couldn't be around a bunch of scary people when I'm that mad. I wanted to go somewhere and shake. We went out there. It was crazy. We got ran up out of there. Like, people called. We woke up. We woke up and Donald Trump is like, we blame the outside agitators.
Yeah.
CNN.
I remember that.
CNN is like outside agitators, and across the street, they zooming in on a building and say BLM in graffiti. But they outside agitators, right? The governor, outside agitators. And I get a call. They're like, yo, you on the front page of the Times. I'm like, word? It's me standing in front of the Wells Fargo on fire. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's up. The people from Minnesota, like, yo, they going hotel to hotel looking for outside agitators. When I promise you, we was out of that hotel, about 8, 10 of us, packed up, under 20 minutes. And we didn't check out. I paid for the rooms, right? Actually, Nick Cannon, I ain't gonna lie. Mm-hmm. Nick used to bang with us hard.
You sure you want to say that?
I know, it's hard.
No, you sure you want to say that on
here?
it?
I'm real with you. Like, Nick used to ride with us.
Because they be getting Nick Cannon for dealing with it. Nick
was a rider in the thing with the Jews. We severed ties. Mm-hmm. He had to go through whatever he was going through.
Right.
And he wasn't there for us no more.
Right. Yeah.
Fiscally. Mm-hmm. Like, people talk. I tell you, bro, people talk. Oh, everybody knew about Charlottesville. Who was on the front lines throwing blows? Mm-hmm. Busting them white supremacists in the head? Me. My team. People talk. So we got to school. So when everything's happening with Minnesota, we come back. The governor called me. Hawk, we want to do something because it's crazy. All right, what you want to do? Cuomo. He was like, listen, I figure we put you in a commercial.
He's trying to buy you.
We put you in a commercial, showed all over the state, and you say you are working with New York State government and Black Lives Matter New York are coming together to make sure that this is a racially equitable place. And I get to say it in the commercial. He's like, because listen, people are trying to steal your thunder, planting that seed. People trying to steal your thunder and take credit for the BLM. Now, have we worked with the governor before in the past? Yes. We met, he wanted me to endorse his campaign. I gave him a list of demands. The one thing we got was a partial pardon for felons so they could vote. Who got voting rights back for felons? Hawk Newsome. In a crazy empty restaurant just like this. I'm meeting with him. He wanted us to sign on to his campaign. I wanted to do political education and make them pay for it and feed people, and as a benefit, we promote his campaign, right? Because I hated the chick from Sex and the City that was running against him.
Right.
They was like, you came back and asked for more than anyone in the country. I asked for more than any nigga in the country, but you ain't gonna treat me like a nigga. Like, remember Django?
Right.
Where they was like, you can't treat him like the other niggas because he ain't like them other niggas.
Right.
Well, I'm not. You don't pay me like a white man with a business degree and a law degree.
Right.
Right? So we got the voting rights passed or whatever. Now, here we are, George Floyd, 2020. We're going to give you the commercial. I don't want the commercial. Well, what you want? I get a nigga 20 pieces of legislation. He came back with 5. Now, other activists in the city stood on stage with him. Al Sharpton stood on stage with him when he signed it. Other activists held rallies that weekend saying, we demand this, when they knew we already negotiated for it.
Right.
He took what we gave him and went to all the other black people and was like, this is what we're doing. And everybody gobbled it up. So instead of the commercial, I got 5 laws passed, right? Walking. Not talking, not giving speeches, like actually getting shit done. Applying pressure in situations where pressure needs to be applied and getting wins for our people. Ain't nobody gonna broadcast that. I'm glad you give me opportunity, right?
Yeah.
So your people could hear it. So them idiots who called me a plant could hear it.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. Do the people look at you as a plant because you come from the DA's office? Do they look at you as, yo, this dude right here, he's probably one of these plants or something like that?
They look at me because I'm a plant, because I'm so successful.
Okay.
I'm so successful.
Yeah.
There always has to be something wrong when a black person is too successful. Jay-Z's Illuminati.
Yeah.
Obama's a sellout. That's only half right. Right? But you know what it is. Mm-hmm. He made it. He conned America. He conned black people. He conned white people. He conned everybody. But the man became president. Right. Which ain't easy. He beat Hillary.
And he had a hell of a intelligent wife. Woo. Michelle Obama. Woo.
So yeah, man. So it's always, oh, he too successful. Why is he always on the news? Bro, because I know what they look for. I know how to put together a press statement.
Let me ask you this right here. If you hadn't left the legal field Do you think you'll be a judge or a defense attorney today?
I'd have been CEO of the most prestigious insurance defense law firm in the country. Right now, I'd have been clearing about $3.5 million a year.
Wow. That's what's up, bro.
That was my path. That was and he told me, he was like, listen, they needed a black guy in that type of position. And I worked there during law school, come out, practice law for a few years, and I'd be CEO. I'd be running the company. I was doing really good work there. Like, what I was doing was, we get cases at a flat fee. We handle FFIC, ACE Bermuda, ACE, all the ACE groups, the insureds, and Prudential.
Right.
We handle all these legal cases for them on insurance cases. We had fixed fees. Like, say a certain case get $12,000, and I look around and see who closing this $12,000 case at $12,000, $14,000, $16,000, $20,000. And I say it's a problem with you. And I produce reports on everybody who's costing the firm money so we can lower costs. And I was great at it. I was great at it. I got a couple of promotions, but I was great at it. And as a reward, and I was good at my job, they would have made me CEO. So niggas be like, oh, hawking Black Lives Matter for the money. They'll pay me $3.5 million a year. I'd have got NBA money. I'd be caked up.
They don't understand.
So they'd be mad when I put on a little name brand or logo. Bro, this was me before activism.
And another thing is that with our people, they act like we're not supposed to have no money, though.
Nah.
They act like we're not supposed to make no money.
What?
Meanwhile, they glorify the drug dealers. They glorify them when they see them in their Rolls Royce and Benz.
Yeah.
They glorify that. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy, right? Now, I don't like the women who founded BLM, but I give them their respect.
Right.
They said they ran off with a $100 million bag.
Yeah, I heard about that.
So? Name one black person who's saying they ran off with money donated to them. Name one.
Right.
None. Oh, they ran off with our money. But what did they do for black people? What did we do? Right. $8 billion in DEI money. B, nigga.
There you go.
$8 billion is what we shook them down for in 2020.
Good.
Ran it up. Jobs, donations, we opened it up for everybody. That's why when Donald Trump and them came into power, what's the first thing they went after? DEI. Because that's where we made the most gains. And they're going to be like, oh, it was white women who benefited. So what, nigga? You know how much?
Yes,
thank you.
You can get the check, though.
You know how much black people made? You know how much we got?
What?
And they worry about them girls and they let them have $100 million. We ain't never touched 7 figures. It's cool. It's all right. I'm not starving. My kids is taken care of.
Right.
I'm good.
Good. Beautiful.
I'm good. Right?
Yeah.
But
and if you did, you wouldn't tell nobody anyway, because that's all that'll do is bring on hate. You know? So let me ask you this. How many times have you been arrested for your beliefs?
Oh God. I don't know. Maybe 10 plus, 10, 15.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, when I was younger for some weed, I used to smoke like a dragon.
No, but I'm talking about...
You talking about for this cause?
Yeah, no, not for this cause, for what you're doing now.
Oh,
for your
10 to
work
15.
And
the most recent,
being an activist.
Yeah, the most recent...
Fighting for black people.
The most recent, the Harlem establishment set me up, got me hit with a felony. Word. Yusef Salaam, Al Sharpton. I can't say who they used because I got an open felony.
Yusef Salaam? What? Come on, bro.
Listen, I'm gonna kill Christmas. I'm gonna kill your Santa Claus.
Come on.
I'm gonna kill Christmas, and I don't mean that literally. I'm gonna tell you figuratively.
Yusef should know better. He should be
bro.
He should be right there on your side right now. From what happened to him.
Let me tell you.
Oh man.
So Yusef used to be the head of public safety. Public safety is the city council member who oversees police.
Right.
So Eric Adams brings back stop and frisk. I'm sorry.
Damn.
Eric Adams brings back stop and frisk. Police beating people up. It's crazy outside. We go to him like, bro, you gotta say something. He like, I know, but it's so hard to get a meeting with the police commissioner. So Don, Comrade Don is an activist. He did like 35 joints. He actually became an activist because he was doing a 35-year bid for a body and saw me when he was locked up. And that inspired him to be an activist. Now we work together. So Don is Don. And when Yusef Salam said that, he was like, what the fuck you mean? You scared to talk to the police. Your Central Park 5 hero.
Right.
Your I'ma stand up and fight for Harlem is scared to make the police uncomfortable. Is scared to speak up for you. So all of these videos, you know, everybody's sending me all these videos. I'm sending to them. And I had this meeting. I'm like, bro, I don't like taking pride and power away from black people. I don't want to tell all these people who listen to me that you ain't shit. You gotta fix it. He was like, yeah, you know, we gonna do what we gotta do. I'm glad we had this conversation. Another year go by. Nothing. So now it was some politics. They jerked this lady out of her funding because of some inner office politics. And she called me to go outside. So I put it on social media. They protested him, and I already got beef with him because of this police shit. So he sends his mother out there, bro. His mother. People who worked in the inner circle knew what was happening. Said he was going to come, but he sent his mother. His mother comes out there. I let everybody speak. I'm in the cut. I wasn't even on the podium. Let everybody speak. When I go up, she's come over, start screaming. Yusef Salam is my son. You ain't gonna start talking. You ain't gonna talk bad about him. And it's like throwing her body on me. To the point where my sister had to step in between. So I look over and I see the person who brought her over there. And it was a situation with me and that man, right? For which I was arrested. But as I'm conversing with him, Yusef Salam's mother come back in front of me, and I'm arguing like this, and she like fake fainting.
Oh man!
I swear to my kids,
right?
Fake on my kids. My daughter Asada, my daughter Stelly.
Your daughter name Asada?
Yeah.
That's my daughter name. Oh, sweat. Yeah, my daughter name is Asada, bro.
So
her name is Africa Asada.
Yeah. My daughter name is Ivalia Asada.
Oh wow, that's crazy. That's good. That's what's up.
Right on. So she fainting on me. So he pressed charges. The police didn't even want to press charges. They didn't want to press charges. But, you know, I can't talk too much about it. But, yeah. But this person is from that machine. If I said the name, you'd be like, set me up. Felony on a black man. I ain't hurt nobody.
Right.
A felony on a freedom fighter. Name one nigga out here that fight harder than me.
Bird, man.
Name one.
Can't.
You can't. New York is us.
Yeah.
Like you got some politicians.
It's like you're the last man standing right now in Harlem.
And I'm building young ones, so don't you worry.
Right.
I got my youngins in the pipeline. Pause. We got one was with me this morning. He went to Jackson State University, 3.7. He on a pre-law path. I got other little ones, 15, 16. They leadership training. I'm going to meet kids right now. We got equipment donated. You'll love this. We starting our own propaganda machine. We producing our own media. So we're going to take these little knuckleheads and tell them how to create their own content, but they're going to have to do something positive in addition to what they feel like doing. So we building a media center in our school. Brother sa.neter. These niggas talk. I execute. I strategize. I'm efficient. I'm a monster out here. A whole fucking monster.
Damn, that's powerful, brother. What goes through your mind the moment the handcuffs click?
It depends. If I planned on getting arrested, if I didn't. So there's a case. We got the first cop sentenced to jail time. Thank you.
Thank you.
We got the first cop sentenced to jail time in New York in 20, 30 years. All right? Thanks for the meal, brother.
Yes, sir.
Let them know he's paying for this. Invite brother, I'll make him pay.
That's right.
It'll be a very nice lunch. Very nice vegetarian lunch.
You know it.
Yes, indeed. So, the Cooler Killer case, Attorney General, we pressing her to prosecute this killer cop. you know, he took the cooler and smashed the kid head on the cooler, killed him. So I went out in 42nd Street in the middle of the street and said, I'm not leaving till y'all pay attention to this case. I got arrested.
Right.
When I got arrested, they threw the cuffs on. I said, this is how easy it is to arrest someone. Arrest this cop. That, yes, okay, I know I'm going to jail, cool. But there's been other times where I might have tussled with a cop or something happened, and it's like, I let my emotions get the best of me. It was smart in the moment. I mean, it was what I felt was real in the moment, but it might be real ramifications. One time they hit me in the system. And
they will do that.
Yeah, they hit me in the system.
Just so that you can spend more time.
And like I'm telling you, I'm blessed. I'm anointed. You know what I'm saying? Like God really gave me the gifts to do this work. And he puts people in my path. He puts people in my path to help me, you know? So at the time they tried to hide me, my lawyer was Alex Spiro.
Right.
That is Jay-Z's lawyer. That was one of Elon Musk's lawyer. He was way above my pay grade, right? I tried to give him money for a case one time, and he was like, Hawk, I wouldn't even get out of bed for that. Keep your little money. But he's one of them ones, right? So I had him on the case, and they wouldn't even tell him why they was keeping me so long or why they was hiding me. So sometimes like that, it's like I get this, this thing that happened in Harlem, they call my lawyers and say, okay, he got to turn himself in for a misdemeanor. I'll go turn myself in, and it's a felony charge. See what I'm saying? In those moments, it's like, all right, we got to deal with this.
That's for you.
You right on. In those moments, you know what I mean? You're like, okay, this is a big. I'm praying. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like you know what I'm saying? Like God, come on.
Right.
I need a little help. The devil busy. I need a little help.
Right, good.
Yeah. So that's what it is. And so yeah, sometimes, you know, you plan arrests. I'm not the type that'll plan arrests with police. Like there's some young activists, some old activists. That's the Al Sharpton playbook. They'll be like, hey, we gonna go in Macy's and do this and this and that, and they'll call the police and let them know. All right?
Right.
One time I was with activists who did that, and we all sitting in jail and they at home. We all got arrested at the same time. But she at home.
Right.
She at home, right? Right? She at home and we sitting in jail. That's the way it go.
Yeah, man.
Right on.
So, let me get to where I was at.
I think the last question was where the cuffs go on.
Right. Yep. Do you feel like a target from the NYPD is on you?
When I got arrested in Harlem, they said they had aerial footage.
Wow.
They didn't say footage from the building. They didn't say CCTV. They said they had aerial footage.
You're a dangerous brother.
They had drones on.
Let me ask you a question, man. Serious question.
Yeah.
Do you know how dangerous you are right now? Do you know what every black activist, real black activist, had to go through? Do you know what Khalid had to go through? You see how Farrakhan changed up? Farrakhan changed up. He took the money.
That's it.
But I'm telling you, what do you think is an accident why Khalid is no longer here with us?
Absolutely not.
Right.
Absolutely.
So you got to know the seriousness of trying to help black people.
Yo.
And black people don't understand the seriousness of fighting for them.
They don't.
They really don't.
And that hurts me.
That's why I asked the question,
Yeah.
do you regret leaving?
No.
Because to me, when you look at these streets and Malcolm X birthdays come around, it's like Malcolm don't even exist no more with our people, bro. It's like Khalid Muhammad never fought for black people. on his birthday when we come out and we'll protest and bring it up. It's like these men never walked the streets of Harlem. That's why I asked you that.
So we gotta, I'm gonna keep it real with you.
You know, they used to call me an agent.
When I was good. You was good at what you was doing.
Yeah, when I was in the Black Panther Party.
I can tell you things that make everybody out here look at me like I'm a weirdo.
Right.
Sa.neter, I don't eat vegetables because God told me. Because I was flying on a plane and I looked out of the window and I seen a rainbow outside the window. I took a picture. I'll show you a picture. I saw a rainbow outside. And then I'm like, nah, I'm bugging. And I look back and it's a rainbow under the plane, right? For the whole flight. And I open my Bible and it says, do not eat anything from an animal or whatever for 2 years. And after that, eat what grows from your land. So I'm not touching vegetables. You understand? Like, it's weird, the relationship I have with God. Brother, people don't understand how God really blesses me. So when we start talking about my life, I'm living in happiness.
Right.
This Saturday, I'm gonna be on 139th in Lenox, giving out 300 burgers, about 400 empanadas, music, painting for kids, tic-tac-toe. We got Giant Connect 4. Bringing joy to my people, because I know that joy will stop the violence.
Right.
See what I'm saying? We did it a couple weeks ago over here on 110th in Lenox. In the places where our people need it, I'm doing this work. And we winning battles. I'm starting my own propaganda machine, because I know this fight. And I know what we need. We need uplifting messaging for our people, for our children. I'm setting it up. I can't wait for nobody else to do it.
Yeah, you can't. I can't wait for that.
So I'm just happy, bro. Bro, I don't even go on dates. I'll tell you the truth, I ain't had sex in 6-7 months.
Yeah.
I'm a monk. A whole monk.
From my personal experience, how old are your children?
My youngest is 3, my oldest is 9, and my son is 22.
From my personal experience,
don't
miss those days, brother, with your daughter growing up. For the movement. Because the movement starts first in your home.
Absolutely.
I miss those days with my twins.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, that's how dedicated, like you, I was. But I wish I could get them days back, and I can't.
That's it.
So don't miss them days, brother. I miss that with my twins. My wife would tell you, she'd be surprised to hear me say that right now. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Yeah, she would be surprised of me even admitting it. Admitting it. But I have a devoted woman that would stick by me every minute. And I've always put the movement first. But the movement starts within your home first.
And it's for me.
And you know, that's just how much I love the people. And Dr. Khalid Muhammad. And so I would go to work because I knew we was going to Philly, right? So I would put on my uniform and everything and wear my uniform to work. I'm working around Jews, but they couldn't do nothing about it. I had a job, brother.
I ain't touched this woman forever. But we travel. We always got our girls on vacation, right? We sitting out, we coolin', we cool, we tight.
Right.
But we ain't together. But I'll go down there and spend the night, sleep in the kids' room, they sleep with her, and just a family unit. Because I don't want my kids to feel like dad ain't there. Right? So, and you said it, I don't want to miss those moments. So like, I have way more fun having my daughters beat me up than standing on couches in clubs with hot women all around, right? Like, for me, rather than being outside dating, trying to fornicate, and being high or drunk, I don't smoke, I don't drink, 10 years. I'd rather be with my kids watching a Knicks game, playing Robux. I play the Robux with my daughter. You understand what I'm saying? But it's God, family, work, and I appreciate that. Next time I think about missing something or I'm too busy, I'm gonna go and stay with my daughter.
Yeah, you got to, brother.
I appreciate it.
I'm telling you, you can't get that back, man.
Right on.
I'm telling you. how should a city punish its officers who violate civil rights without losing whole forces?
A lot of people would be surprised, but a lot of these officers out here are making $250,000 a year. These officers are getting paid $250,000 a year to harass,
Right.
and beat and punish and oppress black people. That's something we need to throw about. And I'm literally working with a finance person right now, and it's the first time I'm saying this in public. We tallied up the current bill that New Yorkers have paid for police brutality for all working officers, and it's $900 million. Officers on the job have cost us almost $1 billion. Might as well say $1 billion in payouts. There are at least 10 officers, 8, on the job, and I got a show where we talk about it called Don't Shoot the Messenger with Hawk Newsome. It's on YouTube, where we talk about it. It's 8 cops who we paid out over $1 million a piece for. $1 million a piece, and it's hundreds that we paid over $100,000 for. So what do we need to do? We need to make police officers have social work degrees. Anybody else who making $200,000 a year got some kind of degree, or they're an entrepreneur, right? If you in public service and you're making this kind of money, you need to be degreed for it. Social workers is only making $60,000, $70,000, $80,000. Make police officers have social work degrees, and then you change the institution of policing into something else, to where instead of you having some idiot racist with a gun, you'll have a social worker with a gun. And if you have a social worker right there with a gun, their objective is to solve problems and not, police are hammers. All they see is nails. So that's it.
Right.
I don't believe in reform and training and all that. We tried that a million times. You know, Martin Luther King was asking for reform. If reform ain't worked in 80 years, what make you think it's going to start working now?
Right.
But that's what these so-called black leaders convince you to do, right? Did you know that once we gave this country, like Black Lives Matter won huge battles for us in 2020. We did that, right? We gave our victory to Joe and Kamala Harris. And you know what happened?
What happened?
Every year the police broke a new record for killing us when they were in office. Right? So we gave these people this power and went home and chilled. And they set the stage for Trump to come in and take over because they did absolutely nothing. So they set the stage for Trump to come in with this white supremacist agenda. And I tell you this, if the Democrats don't get their act together again now, we're going to have some more Republican leadership. You okay? Now, the ultimate litmus test for society right now, whether anybody likes it or not, is Gaza. Right? Because it's a genocide, it's an annihilation of a people. And if Cory Booker, AOC, whatever black politician you look at or you thought was heart-centered, that's going to fight for justice, can't call a genocide, then they're not for the people. So kids and young people, black, white, or whatever, are not going to vote for them. So that's why we got Trump. People are giving up on the system. It's not apathy, it's not ignorance. People are sick of being deceived and will not be an active participant in their oppression. So just telling people, go and vote because you don't want Trump, it ain't going to be enough. You got to get black people some tangibles. You start with reparations, you see how this whole country is shifted. If you be like, we going to fix what we did to black Americans and get them their money, this whole country, the energy will shift and we'll get whoever they want for president.
How was that bean burger? How was it?
Yeah, that brings.
Because I'll be here tomorrow with my brother, Captain Tazariak. You ever heard of him?
I heard the name.
Oh, he's a Hebrew Israelite.
Okay.
But he's a bad brother.
That's the light-skinned brother.
Yeah. He's a bad brother.
I see him doing
he
this
be
thing.
kicking people's butt, man.
I'm telling you.
You know?
But
him and Polite, they had their little debates and all that.
Okay, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And
so I'm going to be here tomorrow with him.
Yeah.
So that's why I asked you, how was that bean?
Man.
That's what I'm getting tomorrow.
Get the bean burger, but make sure you get the Chipotle sauce.
Chipotle sauce.
That's what set it off.
Gotcha.
The Chipotle sauce. Yeah.
Is defunding the police a literal demand or a starting point for negotiations?
The right vilified defunding the police, and the left moved away from it. But if you look at places like Washington, D.C., most importantly, look at Brother Brendan Smith in Baltimore. He didn't say, hey, I'm defunding the police. He did what was supposed to happen after you defunded the police. He took that money and put it into community centers to stay open all night, job opportunities for the people and for the youth. He did everything with that money he was supposed to do, and Baltimore experienced record-breaking lows in crimes because he defunded the police and did what we said.
Now, when you defund the police, what happens? Are you saying they don't get their checks, or they don't get?
You take a huge chunk of their budget.
Oh, okay.
Police get $14 billion. They don't need $14 billion. Right. You take 4 or 5 of that and put it into the schools, put it into programs, give people jobs, and you will see crime decrease.
Wow.
Mayor Eric Adams, right? You saw when I call him a coon on Fox News, right?
Yeah.
That coon. I'm big on meditating.
Right.
Like, I'm big. Like, when I tell you I'm a monk, like, they be like, oh, why are you...
Meditation is good.
Bro, I give my life to God, and I sit back and whatever. I'm on a beach in Florida. I found this white island that they keep away from niggas. I want every black person to go there. It's called North Captiva. Think about it. Captive. North Captiva Island. They be riding around on their boats with Trump flags. The island is so dope. It's right off the coast of Florida, Fort Myers. And it ain't really no black people out there. Like 1 or 2 black families. And one of our donors, one of the people who help us, I was like, yo, I need a place to get away. She was like, we got 3 houses out there, Hawk. You go and stay there, right? So she gave me the shitty house, which was fire anyway, right? So you can't even bring a car on the island. It's just golf carts. And it's all beach sand. And it's like a canal in the back. So I ordered some groceries, right? And the nigga outside, and I'm ready, because I know where I'm at. And he like, I'm outside, and I'm like, it's pitch black. They trying to line me up. I open the door. I'm like, I don't see you. He like, I'm in the back. The nigga delivered the groceries on a little boat, right?
Right.
And it ain't that expensive. It's just we don't know about it, and it's their secret, right? So I'm on North Captiva Island, and I don't cook. I'm cooking for myself. I'm eating healthy. I'm jogging. I'm just out there for like 2 weeks, just getting right, mentally, physically. Painting. I like to paint, and I get a call from Politico, and they said Mayor Adams was quoted today saying if Black Lives Matter really mattered, then you do something about this violence in the community. I'm like, damn, a nigga can't even sit out here in the sand and meditate, watch the sun go down without this bullshit. So I said, all right, I'm gonna fix him. He right. Our people could do more about the crime in our communities. I take that on the chin, right? So we started something called a Summer of Hope. We did micro block parties, like on a corner like this, paint table, same thing I told you, games, food, feel-good music, but it's for the kids. It's not adults. Don't come out here, it ain't about getting drunk, getting high, meeting people. You want to smoke, go around the corner. You want to drink, put it in a little respectable cup, chill, but this is about your kids. We went to the hottest blocks in Harlem, and we decreased shootings, we decreased violence by 40% with good energy. You see what I'm saying? Good energy. So we know how to fix our problems. Like we say, defunding the police and do this, do that. We know what we're talking about. But they don't want us to do it ourselves. Guess what happened the next year?
What happened?
Eric Adams wouldn't give us permits. I met with the captain of the 28th precinct, right? First time I met with the police in 8 years. And I'm like, yo, I want to do this. I don't have time to get permits. One of the reverends negotiated us sitting down. I don't have permits. Just let us operate on these blocks, right?
That's it.
Don't come give us no noise permits or nothing. First day it went. I said, we don't need police. That bothers them. We don't need police out here. We handle it. They sent the cop as like an overseer as it ended. Like, I complained, why is he here? It was successful. Chief Wright, Yusef Salaam, and all of them called to have it shut down. Stop the violence. I'm feeding 400 people.
Look at that.
And they call to have it shut down. So now, after this, because we had one of the politicians that's running the unseated son, Conrad Blackburn, a real fighter. Now we having the other one, the pastor said, hey, you know, I'm no longer, the intermediary said, hey, I'm no longer working North Harlem. North Manhattan, no, nigga. They told you can't control this nigga. This nigga won't listen to you. He's gonna do what he wants to do, and we can't work with him. So I expect them to come and fuck with me on Saturday. But we gonna do what we do anyway.
Right.
Fuck them.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Does ending qualified immunity solve the problem, or is it just a starting point?
We did it already.
Oh,
in New York.
Did what?
2020,
Did what?
2021. Ended qualified immunity.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's beautiful, brother.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. See, you doing the work, bro. You dangerous, man. You better know that. You're dangerous,
Right
brother. I'm telling you, man. All right, what is the biggest misconception the public has about you?
That this crazy angry black man. They would say I ain't got no respect, but I don't. You oppressing black people, I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about your title, your position, who you with. It's us or nothing.
But that should be an honor.
Thank you.
If it's coming from them.
Yeah.
This angry black man.
That's it, but it come from black people too.
Yeah, that's sad.
But what people don't see is, it was
You know what
funny
they said to Malcolm, right?
What?
They called Malcolm one of the biggest haters.
Yeah. I don't hate nobody.
But what did Malcolm say? He said it's the hate that hate produce.
Amen. Amen.
You see what I'm saying?
Amen.
It's the hate that hate produce.
I love that.
You started the hate.
Yeah.
And so now I'm looking at you and I just hate you.
So here's the thing. I'm going to sit here, and because I'm on the left, idealistically, I can't say America wrote a blank check for migrants,
Right.
but don't have reparations for us. Oh, Hawk, how could you say that? You're xenophobic. No, I'm not xenophobic. I'm just telling you the truth. Like, black people can't speak up for themselves. So, you know, misconception, I might be crazy, but I'm strategic. I'm strategic. So I'm be angry, but I'm effective. So they're gonna talk back to the police. You know the first person that went viral now, you see how everybody be popping off at the police and recording it? I was the first person going viral for that, repeatedly. And it wasn't like I was antagonizing cops to fight me. I was in the hood and somebody called me like, cops over here wilding. Wound up arguing with the cops. In a situation. I'm in a situation. So when you talk about people going viral for fighting with cops, I fathered that.
Yeah.
I'm the father of this. So when you see these kids out here, they be like, suck my dick, and popping over these cops like that, they grew up on us screaming out, fuck 12.
Right.
Marching through the city saying it. So I give them credit for that. But I'm going to tell you what I really need. I don't get the money people think I get. I never got that BLM money. The one time BLM, we was in talks. They told me they wanted to open my books. They told me they wanted all my communication, all my contacts, everything like that. And they'll fund us and they'll bring us in. And I told them no.
Damn, that's crazy.
So what I need is, I just need a space in Harlem to operate. Because I already got the curriculum for the Third Good Marshall Legal Institute. I got the curriculum, all the books and everything, brother. And I would love to start a law school for kids where we educate them. My problem is our school is on 169th and Fulton in the Bronx. It ain't close to no trains. Nobody don't want to come all the way up there in the Bronx. And I do most of my work in Central Harlem.
Right.
If I could give me a space in Central Harlem, you'll see what you talking about and so much more, bro.
What does victory actually look like for your organization?
Liberation. A life of black people to live a life free of institutional impediment. for us to not to be systemically oppressed. We do that, I'm going to sit out on a ranch
right.
and fish.
Relax.
Yup. If it happened tomorrow, that's where I'll be. Because I grow my own food, I hunt, and I chill. I'll be a country boy.
Right.
If y'all just let me have that. Let us have that.
How do you inspire the next generation without relying on outrage?
I can't.
You can't.
I feed. The reason I let go of the alcohol and the weed and everything else, not everything, alcohol and weed, you know what I'm saying? Never do no hard drugs. Was because I get drunk and all that anger I had pent up will come out. I just be angry. So now I took that anger and I use it to fight. We need outrage.
Right.
Just like a car need gas or a car need electricity. There is no justice without outrage.
Right, I agree. How do you define true black power in the 21st century?
Self-reliance. You know, I know a lot of us, you know, we have a problem with the Jewish community and how they moving, but they figured out how to be insulated but still do business with the world.
Our people don't understand.
No.
You can learn a lot from the Jews. We too busy hating instead of looking at them.
Observing.
Saying, yo, observing. Now, I'm gonna tell you something.
Go ahead.
You can learn a lot from the Koreans, from the Jews, from the Arabs, because have you ever seen a Chinese commercial?
Or politician, a lot of them.
See what I'm talking about?
I'm with you. I think our people waiting for the perfect leader.
Yeah. Do you see yourself as a revolutionary or a negotiator? Or both?
Well, I love that question because I'm a negotiator. Because I'm gonna put that pressure on and I'm gonna get something out of it.
That's right.
Yeah, buddy. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I see myself honestly as a servant. I'm here to serve. You know, everybody want to be a king. Want to be a king. King this, king that. I want to be a servant. And I want to help my people to get some liberation and some education, some nutrition, and all the above, you know?
How do you keep local leaders accountable once the headlines fade?
I run up in their office with bullhorns.
You know, I was the bullhorn king in Harlem.
That's what I'm
for over 20-something years.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, right there across from the Apollo.
Yeah,
I had the bullhorn, like they would sometimes they would come and try to mess with me, but I knew my rights.
Yeah.
They would say, yo, you can't have these pictures up here. I said, this is the freedom of speech.
100%.
What are you talking about?
So, do I
see yourself
want to change the system or eventually join the system? I'll tell you this, I don't want to be like some of these old Panthers out here selling buttons trying to survive.
Right, hell no.
I don't want to be like somebody out here old and, you know, fucked up because I put it all on the line for the people. There has to be a way, right? You know, I have a law degree. I have knowledge. There has to be a way.
You have a law degree?
Yeah.
You still have that?
Yeah.
Wow. You ever heard of Attorney Ultimatus?
Of course.
Rest in peace.
Didn't he slap up Sharpton?
Yeah, and you know they took his law degree
Tawana Brawley, right?
So I'm surprised you still got yours. So you can practice it.
No, I don't practice.
But you could though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good though.
So what I did was I fight, but there has to be a level up. Like Al Sharpton leveled up, but he sold out at the same time.
Yeah, Al Sharpton, a coon.
The biggest organizer.
He's been a coon for a long time.
Exactly. The biggest organizer of our people is the Democratic Party. And the Democratic Party controls the NAACP, Sharpton, Urban League, and everybody else who's supposed to be fighting for us. So I can't be that. So I got to find a way for me to live comfortably while I'm serving the people. All right? And a A lot of people are like, you should run for this, you should run for that. People with money, you should run for this, you should run for that. I don't want that kind of power.
Right.
I want liberation. You understand? Like everybody that I know that I believed in, that I helped get elected, wound up bending over and taking it. Every single one. I ain't seen one that stood 10 toes down. You know? I think the biggest one that duped us was AOC. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She met with me. We was one of the first 3 groups to endorse her. So that meant everywhere she goes, she got to say, Black Lives Matter is good with me. Every interview, her candidate, person she was running against, I would take shots at him in the media. We good with media. She got elected. Eric Garner was happening in 2019. The cop who killed him was on trial. And I called her like, yo, the DOJ statute of limitations about to run out. We come into D.C. to go to the Department of Justice to tell them to do something. If you really want to know who had the power to prosecute the killer, Eric Garner, it was Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton and them. But their black Department of Justice chief and their government let that cop go. So now here we go. We're going to protest Trump to get his DOJ to do it. I tell her to meet us outside. She put us on the phone with some white boy and was like, she doesn't want to come across as anti-cop. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez marched with us in Harlem screaming, fuck the police. And now she don't want to come across as anti-cop. She got me. I was hoodwinked. I was conned. It was 3-card Monty. She got me. And I tell you, I'm the first one. Sorry, brother, sa.neter. You ever call me and be like, yo, Hawk, I'm the first one to admit to I'm wrong. I'm not one of those people who are going to die on a lie.
All right, this is going to be rapid. Quick.
Hold on.
Only 3 questions.
All right.
Activism or politics?
Activism.
Blueprint or brand?
Blueprint.
Conflict or compromise?
Conflict.
All 3 good ones. Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Because the conflict gonna lead to some sort of compromise.
When the cameras are off and the vest is put away, what is the one piece of legislation you want your name to be attached to?
The Blue Wall Bill. Prosecute cops for falsifying police reports. If you knowingly falsify a report, your ass get fired and go to jail.
Beautiful.
Because you're lying on a government document and they send people to jail for it every day.
Right.
Blue Wall Bill.
Right.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome. So in closing, brother, if there's anything you didn't get a chance to say, this is your opportunity to do that right now. Let the people know how they can reach you.
All right.
What you doing and what's your next movement gonna be.
All right, my email is hawk@theblackOps. That's hawk@THEBLACKOPTS.com. Hit me up on Instagram, hawk.newsome, Newsome. And that's an Instagram. And parting words, stop waiting for a perfect leader. White people don't have to agree with everything you say or even like you to work with you to get to where you need to go. Republicans hated Donald Trump, but he was a means to an end. So you might not like Hawk, you might not like the way Hawk walk or Hawk talk, but you would be a goddamn liar if you said Hawk wasn't one of the most effective people for black people. That is uncompromised. That is uncompromised out here in the streets right now. So we've been able to do with what we do with limited people and limited resources. Imagine if we was all able to join resources and come together. You know what? I know a lot of y'all don't like being leaders, but everybody can't be a chief.
Right.
We need some Indians out here. I need some Indians because I got plans that need to be executed. We are, by the grace of God, spot on. Who was on D theft first? Me. Who told y'all that Eric Adams wasn't shit that ain't know it? Us. Who said in 2016 that the Democratic Party betrayed us on BBC, TMZ, and all the other news channels? Me. And now, 2020, 2024, everybody revolting against the Democratic Party. I told us that before. I don't know why. God chose me for this work, but I got it. And I got the education to back it up. I'm still in the hood. I'm still fighting. And if these crackers act up, we the first ones to take guns and take care of business. Those black farmers everybody be talking about, Colorado, we took 30 niggas with guns, 6,000 rounds of ammunition, and set up shop on that ranch for 2 weeks and dared anybody to come. It died down after 2 years and they started up again. Now we got some people working on it. But Mississippi, a cop said, and a cop killed somebody, sheriff said, y'all better not march down here. The mayor agreed with him. He took 60 niggas with guns, ARs and sidearms, and marched to the precinct. They evacuated the precinct. You couldn't get a cop in that town. And we stood out front, stood on business. I had a Galil. You understand? I love them. The only thing I really like Israeli is their guns, right? And I had the Galil. Right. Wow. My Jewish friends gonna be mad at me. I love y'all niggas, but the Israeli government be tripping. Y'all know that. So, but nah, that's it, man. Like, stop waiting for perfection. Let's work and stop being afraid to be black. Every other race, people be working and hustling and doing what they need to do and coming together, but y'all afraid to be black. Niggas talking about they anything but black. Be black, be proud, and keep fighting. And notice that we're about to win. White supremacy is on its heels. That's why they fight back so hard. We about to take them out.
Beautiful, man.
Right on. Nah, so I dropped my truck off on, that's what happened. I had to wait for them. I dropped my truck off on,
How many charges been upgraded? It's out the way, guys, okay? I'm gonna move the barrier out the way. Excuse me.
I'm not even thinking about the charges. I'm thinking about Al Sharpton, Newsome law, using the same justice system that they promised to fight against me. Nice, under the other seat. Yo, grab the water.
Hey, man, what you do?
This is a political persecution.
Like, what happened?
It's a political persecution.
What happened?
This is Yusef Salaam and Al Sharpton.
Yusef Salaam?
Yusef Salaam and Al Sharpton not wanting me to get the word out that they're not fighting against police brutality. The Yusef Salaam never said anything about police brutality. I went in front of his office to protest, and they sent people out there
So
coughing.
what did they say you did?
This is a political persecution, man. Wait. Listen to me. This is how easy it is to arrest someone. Why isn't Letitia James arresting the police officer? Tell the Attorney General to arrest the police officer. Don't grab me hard. Don't grab me hard, pussy. Because without this badge, you ain't shit. I'm 375. If I didn't want to go, you wouldn't take me. All right? Do me a favor. White shirt. Listen, he's aggressive. I don't want him holding me. He's aggressive more than me. He's agitating me. Get someone else to hold me. Him. Get that asshole off of me and get someone else to hold me. No. I don't want him anywhere near me. Hey, bro. That's how it works. See how it works? Where we at? What do we want? Justice for? Say his name. You can't crush a man's skull as a police officer and expect nothing to happen. You cannot crush a man's skull and expect to get away with it. Tell the Attorney General, no more. No more. A police officer who smashed someone's skull with a cooler.
All right, family, you already know what it is. Listen, we finally got it together. See, Reggie, that's all it took was for you and Jabari to sit down on the phone and negotiate the title. And so now we have negotiated the title. And as you can see, it is Brother Reggie versus Professor Jabari. Topic: are the netters literal? That is the topic. Are the netters literal? That's what it is. Are the netters literal? So family, all I'm waiting for now is the date that we're going to be able to get, because we're going to do this live for the people to come on out. We're going to do this joint live. I'm hoping to meet up with my man, Yara, Black Sage, if he ain't scared to come to Harlem. You know, Black Sage, come on through. I see we got Brother Lai in the building. I already know Lai gonna pull up. Brother Lai gonna pull up for this one. So this is gonna probably be at the professor's college where he teaches students. So I'm waiting on Jabari to get confirmation to let us know that it will be at the college. Once we get that, I will have a flyer with the address and the date, and it's on. It's on and popping. All I want to say to all of you out there, be careful what you ask for, man. Just be careful what you ask for, man. That's all I want to say. Be careful what you ask for. And with that, I'll say peace and black power, family. We out here.